Okay, Coach. Well, the holiday rush, that's in full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mike, we got sack. Right there in the middle, 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 7 yards there and a first down. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Robert Nkemdiche, the one to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game. Defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Let's go, D.
On second down now, it's Bell. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 52. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Mike 2. Now watch one. Switch. Oh, lady.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because Most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that. Yeah,
it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
We're going to sign. Mike 55, Mike 55. I know he ain't got it. Big
They'll run it now. This is Charcandrick West. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The 16-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. Playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard. Line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Rosen will throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And now it's Rosen looking. Now a short one to Gesicki. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back 55. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
55. Check 55. Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, Bell, and an alley to run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold on the catch. It's Crowder. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
After the sack on first down, Darnold is going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And he completes it to Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
It's complete to Drake. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Now Drake loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
59, 80. Big stop, team. Big stop. Let's go.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Darnold completes to Bell, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's another Jets.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
We own this. 55's my guy. Here we go. You ain't doing nothing.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. A little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. So we got man.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rosen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he hits Drake. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Here's Rosen. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Rosen looking to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Drake. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, Drake. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground with Drake. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run here with Balaj. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Rosen flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And on top with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Check 55. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the 50, it's Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. O'Neill's got it, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
We're going to sack. Watching you grind. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Mike 55. Mike 55. All day, baby. All day.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
Darnold to throw again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
180. Mike 54. How you get ahead? How you get ahead?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin here with a run by West. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cannon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
We're going to start. Check, 59, 59. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll try and run for it with Bell.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
We're going to start. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
All day, dog. Double tight. Double tight. Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Check. Lady. Check.
To throw is Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Let him know.
Here's Darnold. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
You're outside. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the backer.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Go, Sack. Watching your five. You remember me? You remember me?
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down. First and goal from 1 yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
This will be taken very short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Running for the shotgun with Drake. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run with Balazs. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Throwing now is Rosen. They find some open field here. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And now it's Rosen looking. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Copeland in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd.